Welcome back. This is part 3 of making a leather sheath. We're continuing our journey to make a leather sheath out of full grain leather for the Graham and Satu. Now I have got a template transferred to leather. It's got a pretty good fit with the Satu. I am going to be required, I'm going to have to skip the denim that I mentioned before, because I am going to have to, we don't want to get the denim wet and get it moldy and mildewy. And I didn't think about that, but like, you know, if it, out in the wild, if I was carrying this and it started raining and all that rain collected in the denim, it would be not good, you know. So like what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and form fit it. So what we have here is we got the Satu wrapped up in saran wrap. We're gonna put it inside of a Kroger bag. After that, you know, like we're gonna get this leather wet with some warm water that we have in our beacon, and we're gonna put the Satu in there. I'm not gonna clamp it. I'm gonna do it like I would do a baseball glove instead, as I don't have faith that my clamps won't mess the leather up. I know you can use like paper towels and stuff like that to try to keep it. I'm gonna try to do it like a baseball glove. Like, I'm gonna get it in there and we're gonna see if we can form fit it by hand, and then we'll compression it in between some stuff overnight. But we want to keep our Satu dry, so got it. Hopefully, hopefully watertight with the saran wrap and the bag at the end. So we'll see what's going on. So let's dip the leather in here. Gotta get it warm and wet. I got a towel over here off camera, so I'll pull it out. Just let it sit there for a second. But really the most important part is up here. So let's re-dip it down there. We'll probably use a blow dryer to dry it out quicker. That way that we don't have to set, I don't know. That is a method. You let it naturally dry. I'm gonna dry off the outside. Just pat it down. Right now it's, you know, it's moldable. It's more moldable than it would be if it was just dry. It's not soaking wet, so, but at the same time, it just may be how the leather is. I was gonna say it doesn't appear to be soaking through in some areas. That's okay. Okay, so dab it off one more time, or dab it off one more time. Now we're gonna take our knife and put it in a Kroger bag. Be real careful when you're wrapping your knife up. If you had a fixed blade, you wouldn't have to worry about it as much, because like everything is cleanable without having to disassemble your knife. Some of these parts in this Satu, they might not be replaceable. They probably would not be replaceable since the knife is discontinued. You know, like so. You know, like number one priority: keep the water out of the knife. Like so, we'll do this. We'll take the leather sheath. And we'll wrap it. Then off camera, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna knead the knife, or knead the sheath into the knife like this with my fingers for a long time. And after we get through with this phase, if we're gonna go with stitching, I'll need to make a welt. If we're going with rivets, there won't be any need to. And I really feel like the the rivets would be better anyway, to be honest, because like if you go with stitching without a welt, then the blade can cut the stitching, obviously. But the blade can't go through the rivets, which allows more air to flow through, which protects the knife from rust damage. You know, it was like, so I believe the rivets are going to be the way to go. Probably going to go with copper rivets. I'm going to go with whatever I can find locally, because I don't feel like waiting on Amazon or whoever to get me stuff. So this is where we're going to be. So I'm going to do this for a while. Just try to form it. There's tools for this. Obviously, in my setup right here, while I'm trying to work behind camera, I'm not going to be able to use this type of stuff. But you could even use something like a Sharpie top or something. And just press in that leather. Try to form it in, you know, like trying to convince it to take hold in that area. Flip it over. Do the same thing on the other side. And it's okay if it stretches a little beyond. That's what that extra inch is there for, man. Yeah, we will straighten all this stuff up after the sheath is ready to protect a knife or to carry a knife. So like right now, all we're concerned about is getting this thing to take hold. Try and get it to form around the knife. Won't put you through this this torture. Go ahead and end this video. I'm gonna keep on working this leather, but this will be one of the most stringent parts, especially with full grain leather. So until the next video, we'll catch you on the flip side.